How to manage stress. What is stress? Stress is aggression of thought. When the mind bombards us with thoughts, it's more dangerous than an AK-47. It becomes a weapon, the MK-50, the Mind Killer 50. With 50 thoughts a minute, the mind is drilling us and killing us. Thus, there is a need of stress management. How can we manage stress? What is stress? S-T-R-E-S-S. Stress is sad thoughts, toxic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, exhausting thoughts, sadistic thoughts, suffocating thoughts. When our thoughts are stressful, then we are living with fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame and guilt. We don't need to have stress because we can still the mind. We can kill the mind. What must you do when a stressful thought comes? Stop it. Crop it. Chop it. Drop it. When a poisonous thought comes to you, stop it. Crop it. Chop it. Drop it. Because you have a choice. You can live with NEP, negative energy that is poison, or you can live with PEP, positive energy that has power. It is our choice. We can choose our thoughts by choosing our emotions. Emotions are the raw material of the thought factory, the mind. In reality, there is no mind. Have you ever seen the mind? Where is the mind? You cannot find. Is the mind square, round? Nobody knows, because nobody has seen the mind. But the mind appears when thoughts begin to bombard us. 50 thoughts a minute, 50,000 thoughts a day, toxic thoughts, sad thoughts, repetitive thoughts, thoughts that are exhausting, sadistic, suffocating. How can we stop stress? By flipping over from NEP to PEP. The first step away from stress is to move from negative to positive. But there is one more way to move from a state of mind to a state of consciousness. We can live in that state of thoughtlessness. Some people call it mindfulness. What is this state? In this state of consciousness, there is no mind. Therefore, there is no stress. When we still the mind, we kill the mind. The mind appears only when there are thoughts, toxic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, sad thoughts, negative thoughts. But when there is no stress, we have happy thoughts. We have thoughts of peace. How can we move from a state of mind to a state of consciousness where there is no stress? We can move to consciousness by locking the mind. When the mind attacks us, block it, lock it. How can we lock the mind? With the intellect. The intellect is a tool of discrimination. How can we use the intellect to lock the mind? The intellect shines in consciousness. When we reach that state of thoughtlessness, in that state the intellect is activated. In that state we can lock the mind. We can move from mind to consciousness, to thoughtlessness. When we are in a state of stress, thoughts attack us. They don't knock at our door. They barge in. They come uninvited and they push us on the floor. We have to learn to push them out and lock the door. Then we will push stress out of our life. Do you want to manage stress? Then understand, stress comes from the mind. Stress comes from thoughts. Stress comes from negative energy that is poisonous. Stress comes from toxic thoughts. And if you are able to move from nep to pep, you can eliminate stress from your life. If we can move from mind to consciousness, there will be no mind. There will be no stress. There will be no need to manage stress. To reach this state of stillness, people use meditation, silence. They try to still the mind. How do you still the mind? The mind is a monkey that's jumping from one sad thought to another sadistic thought. You cut the tail of the monkey and you make it a monk. When you tame the monkey mind and make it a monk, there are no thoughts to create stress. The EY of the monkey mind is ever yelling, is ever yearning. Tame the monkey mind. Make it a monk. Eliminate stress from your life. Remember, the mind can take the same thought and drill and kill you, or it can take new sadistic thoughts, suffocating thoughts, toxic thoughts, and it can destroy your peace. If you don't kill the mind will kill you. It's your choice to live with stress or to live in consciousness with peace and bliss.